I don't think they're going to support it if the President of the United States does not make a case and clearly explain why we went in there and what the end game is. And look, I'm not an Iran expert, and I'm not going to pretend that because I spent 2 days watching former generals on CNN explaining this, I understand the Middle East. But I am a regular American, and I can tell you my reaction, and it was mixed feelings, because when I heard that the Ayatollah was dead, I shared in the celebration of so many Iranians around the world, and including in the United States. I thought of Mahsa Amini, yes. The journalist who was stopped by the morality police and cruelly, brutally killed. I thought of Vida Rabbani. I thought of my friend Tamal Ganyan, whose uncle was executed by the Ayatollah in '79. And that is one part. But I also have such anxiety. I am furious that we are going into war yet again without congressional approval. I am furious that the American people have not been brought into this. I am furious that we are doing this alone. Yes, Israel is part of it. But I look at Donald Trump and I look at Netanyahu and I see two leaders who I think politically they benefit from war. Netanyahu is facing criminal charges for corruption back home. Donald Trump is facing very low numbers and Epstein files that are not, and we will not let go away. And so, I think that's where a lot of Americans are. That we're happy that the Ayatollah is dead. He's brutal regime. And let me just say one more thing. Trump has, I think, changed since Venezuela. I think I think he thought Venezuela was incredibly successful, and he's been making comparisons with what happened in Venezuela with what's happening in Iran. I don't know Iran, I know Venezuela. Maduro was a piddly little third world dictator. Venezuela is not Iran. Iran has terrorist cells all over the world that they can activate. Venezuela was one and done. They went in there, they extricated Maduro, and that was the end of that. This certainly is not that. He's already told us it could be 4 or 5 more weeks of strikes. We are seeing retaliation by the Iranians that the Venezuelans didn't have the ability to do. So I think that he's in love with this idea of being the conqueror and the emperor after Venezuela. He's got this Napoleonic complex. He thinks he's Alexander the Great. But Venezuela is not Iran.